and celebration to keep the conversation going, to share about things that I did as a kid that I didn't know were trans of me, that were in fact very trans of me. I have one for y'all today. So when I was a kid, especially I remember like after like when I started grade school, like around second, third grade, I remember very early on, like in my natural state, exhibiting kind of the same social behavior as like the boys, like spitting on the sidewalk, like just fixing your crotch area. And I remember very early on this like being clocked and being like noted that like that wasn't okay for me. And so then I learned to not do that. But I like didn't think any of it, like those type of behaviors like were just natural of me to do. And when I say clocked earlier, I do want to note that it wasn't being clocked as like a different gender, but it was more so as like people would be like what are you doing? Like you're a girl, like what are you doing? And then so I would be like, oh, that's where like the noting would come, would be like, oh, okay, like those things because people are telling me I'm a girl are not okay. And so I had to learn on how to observe other girls around my age and exhibit the same behaviors that they would do to blend in and be a part of that group that I was grouped in. And at the time when I was doing this, I would just think like, oh my God, there's something wrong with me. Why am I so weird? Like, I didn't think anything like gender related at the time, but like now being able to have the hindsight, being able to look back at those early ages, being in the second, third grade, and look back at that and being like, wow, that was hella trans of me.